Greetings, fellow student. Well, this is the first lecture on a series of lectures on MATLAB and how to program, create programs, and solve engineering problems in MATLAB. Well, on this first lecture, I'll be presenting MATLAB and its main interface, how it looks, and how to get along with it. So, first of all, I'd like to say something about the versions of MATLAB. Here on this course, I'll be using the version R 2015A. There's the 2015B, and well, I'm recording this on the year 2019, so probably they are surely they are 2019 version of MATLAB. But I prefer use more older version because of its stability, and also it tends to be more lightweight. But you can use any version if you would of your preference for this course, since the main MATLAB commands and resources usually remain the same along the versions. And of course, it doesn't matter if you're doing this in Windows like me or in Linux, for example. Okay, so let's begin. Here we have three menus. We have Home, which have our main resources to work on, create, but we will not use this very much. Here we can open some scripts here and create new ones, new scripts, functions, class if you're working on a more complex program. A Simulink, we will not deal with Simulink on this course. We will only focus on the basic MATLAB resources. And here we use this to create a new script. Here we have also whatever. Here we have the types of plot, a graphic plot that MATLAB has available, much like if you're familiarized with Excel resources. And here we have some extensions, toolboxes of MATLAB apps, as well as some Simulink must be around here. Yeah, here we have a list of all apps that are available for MATLAB. Me myself, I like pretty much the curve fitting toolbox. It's one of my favorites, but there are some ones in neural network and machine learning, but we will not get into that on this course. Okay, so first of all, let's do some basic programming stuff, like for example, we want to sum two variables. Okay, so here we have our command window where we will enter our commands. So let's say x equals 1. Okay, here you can see that here in workspace there appears our first variable and it has a value of 1. In MATLAB, like many modern programming languages, you don't have to declare a variable before you just declare it. Also, you have automatic handling of dynamic memory allocation of vectors and matrices, so you don't have to bother being preoccupied with that. Okay, so it's one thing less to be concerned with in programming. So we have x equals 1. Let's say we want to clear all variables to clear up memory in case you're working with very large matrices, which of course happens a lot. So you just say clear. Okay, so x disappears. You will want to also let's say you want to also clear the command window, the chain of commands. So you just compute this command here, clc, and then everything disappears. We are at the start again. So if you want to start all over, you just have to press clear and clc. Okay, You note that when I type down when x equals 1, here MATLAB echoes my programming sentence by showing that x equals 1. Let's say I don't want to have that, okay? I don't want that to appear. So I type x equals 1 and then I use the dot and comma symbol here, and then it doesn't tell me what I just typed, okay? So that is very useful in case you're working with a very large program. You don't want MATLAB echoing or showing your screen a lot of gigantic matrices, so that will end up slowing down your computer. Okay, so continuing, we have x equals 1. Let's say y equals 2. Okay, so we can now add these two variables together to get our answer. Here you can see that MATLAB created an answer a and s variable equals 3. Okay, so we can work with it. If we type, it will show again ans. We can tell MATLAB to sum like ans plus 1, answer plus 1, and we have then our answer variable changes to 4. Okay, so you can work it as long as you like, but keep in mind that your ans will change variable. Okay, so let's say we want to store our x plus y operation in another variable. Then we could do something as follows: let's clear ans, and here we have again x plus y, and here we have our answer equals 3 again, but let's clear that. And let's say z equals x plus y, and there you go, we have z equals 3. In case you want to start over again, clear and CLC. Well, you don't always have to start to do operations with variables. You can just, let's say, type 1 plus 2 equals 3, and here you have the answer variable again, the a and s. And of course we can also work with it like we did before. Okay, so let's take x equals 1, and let's say take x equals 2 and y equals 4. Okay, so let's talk about the main mathematical operations in MATLAB. So we already seen how we can sum two variables like x plus y, and we got 6, right? We can take x minus y, and there we got minus 2. Here we have x multiply by y, we have 8, and here y multiplied by x equals 2, or x divided by y, we got 1/2. Okay, here of course we are working with rational numbers and real numbers, floating point variables. So, but MATLAB is capable also of handling symbolic operations like algebra operations, pretty much like other software like Mathematica, Wolfram Mathematica deals with. Okay, so these are the 4 mathematical operations. I'll be ending here this first MATLAB class, this lecture. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to leave any comments if you have any doubts or want to know more about MATLAB interface. In the next class, we'll be covering more about operations in MATLAB and how to write scripts and so on, how to create matrices, how to create vectors, how to solve linear systems, and much more. Okay, so see you next time. Bye.